So I know that you can train people at home and you can do the at-home coaching thing. How far does it go? Do you do the diet plans as well? Tell us about that.
Yeah, sure. So for the nutrition, I will talk with the person who's interested in, a certain goal, and depending on what that goal is, whether it's weight loss or strength, we'll kind of just tweak their current nutrition, what they're doing right now, because I really don't want to make it too hard. That's the key with kind of my programming is make it simple, right? Or else you're not going to do it.
Right.
And that's just kind of how it is in life. It's like if it's too hard and it's too many changes, most likely it won't be like a lifelong thing, which is kind of what we want with health.
Right.
Overall wellness is something that is sustainable and long-term. So we live long, healthy lives. That's, like you said, enjoyable, but again, not too much change. So as far as nutrition, it's not really a meal plan or anything. It's just, again, making tweaks to what you're currently doing. Maybe it's going to be more protein or less carbs, or need to eat more water, that kind of thing. So, that's kind of my approach to it all, is just, again, making small changes along the way.
Nice. I like that idea, because our problem is, or at least, my problem is, I try and keep up with Wes, which I can't do anymore, I've realized, because he will either be all in on a diet, 100%, nothing, no cheating, can't even go out to dinner barely and eat anything if you go out with friends, and it just, I can't do that, or he is all out, and it's, chips with dinner and ice cream for dessert and brownies, and I'm following along, and I'm gaining way more weight than he is, and then when he's all in, I'm losing way less weight than he is. It's all around not fair. Right. So I've just been like, I can't follow you anymore. I can't do this. I want it to be more of something I can do for a lifelong commitment, because I want to be able to go out with friends if they're going to a pizza place. I want to be able to have a couple slices of pizza and not freak out that I shouldn't have had the pizza because it was way too many carbs or something,
Totally.
And me on the other end, if I'm on a diet, my little girl tries to give me an M&M.
He won't even eat one M&M.
I don't want it, no, because I want the whole bag. That's my problem.
And then our little girl is sucking that up, and she's like, I don't like it when he's on a diet. I'm like, well, honey, you don't have to be on a diet. I don't want her going down that road of thinking either. So it's this big old juggling thing of trying to eat right and pass that on to our daughter, but not have her thinking the only way you can eat right is by strict diets. It's hard. It's
definitely. And most people that I come across, actually probably, 90% of them have that all or nothing mentality. And it's just, I don't know, society kind of painted that picture for diets and stuff when it really shouldn't be like that. And that's kind of how you break the cycle with the yo-yo dieting and the, up and down in weight, is learning how to make it fit into your current lifestyle. And that's kind of what I'm all about, because I enjoy those things too, drinks with friends and, going out to dinner and that kind of thing, and not stressing too much about one off day.
Right. Yes.
But usually what gets me off my diet, and then it's like, who cares, is when we have 20-hour work days.
Yeah.
And I'm eating junk to stay awake. I need sugar. I need just something in my mouth, or I'll fall asleep. And I have a car full of people. I need to protect them. And caffeine and feeding your face keeps me awake.
Yeah, absolutely. It's got to be hard for you, traveling all day like that, and being able to plan meals. That would be challenging for sure.
And eating junk on the road. I mean, at a fast food restaurant. I mean, I've started Atkins since I've been in pandemic. I gained 30 pounds in pandemic overnight, it seems like. And it's like, now I'm counting carbs, and it's like, I thought chicken nuggets would be a better option, but I didn't realize how much carbs was in the little breading and the chicken nuggets.
Yeah, it makes a huge difference.
I had no idea.
It's funny because a lot of people associate road trips, including myself, with like all the good stuff, like all the, that's bad for you, all the good fast food and the treats in the car and stuff. So
hot tamales, that cinnamon, and sugar keeps me awake, and something chewy. I could eat. Yeah.
Yep. I mean, we do try and be halfway good a lot of times. We'll pack breakfast, we'll pack lunch. But there's only so much you can pack and keep good and not spoil in 20 hours without a refrigerator.
Right, a big cooler or something.
Right. So we do our best, but by the end of the day, when you're tired, it's like your guard just goes down, and you go to a restaurant and you're like, screw it, large fries, please. And it's awful.
Yeah, so it's just learning how to make, better choices in those situations. And
what do you recommend, though? Do you recommend a low carb, or do you recommend different plans for different people? How do you do that with your training?
I sort of recommend a well-balanced diet. I do the same for pretty much everyone, just because our body definitely needs carbohydrates. And again, it's that breaking that mental cycle of like fad diets, and that's when you get into the all or nothing kind of mindset of trying all these different things, and it's like, okay, keto and no carbs, and there's all this stuff out there. So for me, I recommend keeping a balanced diet, which means carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, and of course healthy carbohydrates like grains and oats and brown rice, quinoa, that kind of thing, bread, whole wheat bread, and just making those changes from, like that white flour and switching to whole grains. It's just like a huge difference. And your body really does need that to function, and that's where that energy comes from, is those carbohydrates, which is why you reach for all those sugary foods, is because sugar is carbs.
Right.
And so it gives you a jolt of energy, and then the sugar part is where the energy dip comes into play. So that's why lots of people reach for the candy.
Yeah. Oh, we definitely do when we're that tired. Absolutely.
Yeah. So with like healthy carbs, you don't get that energy, energy dip. You have a constant level of energy, which keeps you energized all day long, and it kind of stays at that level versus dropping down and then you wanting more.